Ever wonder why your car tires don't melt into sad little puddles every time you hit the highway? Or how they survive being squished, stretched, and roasted like a marshmallow at a bonfire without bursting into flames? I mean, think about it. They're constantly rubbing against the road, generating heat like tiny, unappreciated space heaters on wheels. And yet somehow they keep their cool, roll smoothly, and never complain. Well, not out loud, anyway. It's like they have superpowers, or a very strict life coach who yells, "No melting on my watch." I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, how do car tires resist heat and friction? Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start by meeting your average car tire. From the outside, it looks like just a circle of rubber with some grooves. But under the surface, it's more complex than assembling IKEA furniture blindfolded. Tires are made from a mix of natural rubber, synthetic rubber, carbon black, silica, and a cocktail of chemical additives. Why all this fancy stuff? Because tires have two jobs that are basically impossible at the same time. Stick to the road and not melt into oblivion. Think of friction like your least favorite clingy friend. Every time your tire rubs the asphalt, friction generates heat. And without the right materials, that heat would quickly turn your tire into a sad, smoky mess. That's why tire engineers basically became rubber wizards, mixing, stretching, and baking compounds until the tire could handle more heat than a summer barbecue. So, how does rubber resist heat? First, it's all in the rubber compounds. Tires aren't just made from plain rubber, they're blended with synthetic rubber, which is like rubber on steroids, designed to survive extreme conditions. Add carbon black, a fine black powder made from burning oil, and you've got a compound that not only strengthens the tire, but also absorbs heat like a pro. Without it, your tires would be weak, bald, and probably holding a tiny "Help Me" sign on the freeway. Silica comes next. This is another additive that makes tires grip the road in rain and reduces heat buildup. Imagine silica as a personal air conditioner for your tire, whispering, "It's okay, I got this," while the rubber is melting inside your soul. I mean tread. And yes, tires even have antioxidants and anti-ozonants. Basically, chemicals that fight off oxygen and ozone, trying to attack the tire like tiny ninja assassins. So while your tire is fighting friction, these little guys are fighting off a microscopic apocalypse. You might think tire treads exist to make your car look aggressive or to annoy pedestrians, but they're actually part of the heat resistance strategy. Tread patterns allow the tire to flex and deform as it spins, spreading out friction-generated heat over a larger surface area. It's like the tire is doing yoga while running a marathon. Bend, stretch, and stay strong. Plus, grooves help channel water away when it rains. If you ignored grooves, tires would overheat even faster due to hydroplaning stress, which is basically your tire panicking while sliding across a wet surface. Treads keep the tire calm, collected, and surprisingly elegant under pressure. Ever notice how tires feel kind of squishy, but also tough? That's because they're multi-layered. The inner layers, called plies, are made from fabrics like polyester or steel belts, which give tires strength and shape. These layers help distribute heat evenly so no part of the tire gets too toasty. Think of them as tire underpants, holding everything together while protecting the tire from turning into a molten disaster. The outer layer, the tread, is designed to flex and grip while resisting abrasion. This combination of layers means your tire can survive high-speed driving, emergency stops, and that one time your cousin thought donuts in a parking lot sounded fun. Here's a cool little secret. Tires aren't just tough, they're smart. Well, kind of. The rubber in a tire actually changes its properties slightly as it heats up. When friction makes the surface hot, the rubber softens just enough to grip the road better, but not so much that it melts. It's like the tire has a built-in reflex. Oh, it's hot? Time to get stickier. This clever behavior is called hysteresis. Basically, the rubber absorbs energy from friction and converts some of it into heat, while the rest helps the tire stay flexible and grippy. So every time you accelerate, brake, or take a corner, your tires are subtly adjusting themselves on the fly. Think of it as your car wearing invisible, heat-sensing sneakers that get better the harder you push them. Here's the final secret. Tires are designed to handle continuous heat cycles. Every time you drive, the friction heats up the rubber. When you stop, the tire cools. This heating and cooling is called a thermal cycle, and if a tire couldn't handle it, it would crack like a poorly baked cookie. By choosing the right rubber compounds, additives, tread patterns, and layers, engineers ensure your tire can handle hundreds of thermal cycles without crying. And that's how your tires keep gripping the road, keeping you safe and not giving up in a puff of smoke. So next time you're driving and feel the rubber hugging the asphalt, remember, it's a tiny, heat-resistant, friction-fighting superhero carrying the weight of your life. And maybe your leftover grocery bags. If you laughed, learned, or at least nodded like you understood half of it, hit that like button and subscribe for more absurdly fascinating explanations of everyday things. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about here on Explaining Everything.